Good afternoon, everyone. Let me just thank you guys for being with us today, and certainly our great First Lady Marty Kemp and our middle daughter Lucy, who are here. Appreciate you being here, and we appreciate the folks that are standing behind us today, including Speaker Ralston. I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate the recap on just a few of the many things that we have all worked on together, and these folks standing behind me that have continued to move our state forward. And I will say address a lot of issues over three and a half years ago that we started working on things like mental health and school safety. I also want to thank our soon-to-be Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones for being with us today, as well as our soon-to-be Agriculture Commissioner, Senator Tyler Harper. They're both great guys that I've had opportunity to serve with, and I appreciate their leadership in this building, helping to push the agenda that the Speaker was talking about, and I'm honored to be serving on the statewide ticket with them. I also want to thank a great majority leader, Mike Dugan. Mike and I were just in West Georgia and Carrollton at the Technical College campus for an incredible event of some really good work that the leader and these guys behind me have been working on, the rest of the members of the General Assembly. I also want to thank Representative Robert Dickey and Representative Clay Perkle for being with us today, as well as Senator Chuck Payne. These individuals represent all parts of the state, those like the Speaker was talking about, from the mountains to the coast, and I'm honored to have them with us today. I also want to thank my fellow Georgians who are out there for being so resilient in these tough times. As I said in my economic speech nearly 2 weeks ago, there's no doubt that Georgians have been through some challenging times over the last couple of years. In addition to a once-in-a-lifetime global pandemic that uprooted lives and endangered livelihoods, today hard-working Georgians are faced with a Democratic-controlled Washington, D.C. that is hell-bent on driving 40-year high inflation even higher and doing everything that they can to make your life harder. The pain that Georgians are feeling at the pump and at the grocery store is a direct result of these tax and spend policies pushed by Joe Biden and Stacey Abrams, and unfortunately, their dangerous actions haven't stopped there. In just the last few days, Democrats in D.C., with the support of Stacey Abrams and the Democratic ticket here in Georgia, voted to raise taxes, spend hundreds of billions more of your hard-earned tax dollars, and oh, by the way, they're hiring 87,000 new IRS agents to come after middle America when they won't even hire a few hundred more to help go secure our southern border. It is absolutely insane, but it's the agenda that Stacey Abrams supports, and she wants to bring it to this state. In fact, earlier this week, Abrams doubled down on her big spending spree, committing billions in new spending with no plan to pay for it. Folks, that means she's going to spend a lot of your money and raise your taxes to pay for it. My message is clear: not on our watch. While we can't fix everything in Washington, D.C., my office, alongside the members of the General Assembly, have made the tough choices, budgeted conservatively, and taken swift action to help Georgians fight through Joe Biden's inflation. During the pandemic, as the Speaker mentioned, while the national media attacked us and the people in both parties criticized us, we stood firm and said no to the grandstanding as well as the pandemic politics. Here in Georgia, we listened to the business owners, the hairstylists, the waitresses, and the construction workers who just wanted to be able to go to work and put food on the table for themselves and their families. A lot of politicians, academics, and media elites out there said, follow the science. Well, we did. And because we reopened first and strengthened our pro-job, pro-family policies, even when times were tough, the state now has a record budget surplus. But I believe that isn't the government's money, it's yours. And our job isn't to spend it all just because we can. You elected us to fulfill the essential duties of government and return the rest to the taxpayers, because you know what is best to provide for you and your family, not the government. As I've said before, our mission is to leave no stone unturned to help Georgians during these uncertain economic times. That's why today I'm announcing, with your support on November the 8th, that my amended budget in 2023 will recommend two major inflation relief proposals that put more of your money back in your pocket.